Hello everyone. I thought I would stick with a robe for this live since that was the picture I had, and I'm the dude. Just call me the dude from the Big Lebowski. I got coffee. I don't have a White Russian, but you know. So let's see. We already got a bunch of comments. Looks like you guys are all talking to each other, which is pretty awesome. So let's see here. Kind of going to go through. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to y'all about today. So this is not going to be so much a Q&A version, just more of a chatting version. But if you do have questions, I mean, feel free to ask. Ah, crap. Sorry. Here I go. It's so hard to do this on the phone. If you do have questions, I mean, feel free to ask. If I haven't answered them already in a different video, I'll try to answer them. If it is questions that's been asked before, I probably will not get to them in this video. But anyway, it's good to see y'all again. So I am in New York. Hi everyone. Now, just so you know, first and foremost, I'm just gonna give a big overall hi to everyone, and it would be too much time to try to say hi to everyone individually. So just my apologies up front. I do see your all's comments, and I'm so glad y'all are here. But just know it would be really hard to try to say hi to everybody without just making this video a video about highs. So anyway, but yes, I am in New York, almost at the end of New York. And so yeah, I'm here in my incredibly fancy hotel room. It's such an awesome place. I love it here. And so I wanted to wear my fancy bathrobe because I don't get to do that much. Plus, it helps keep what little bit of hiking clothes I have right now clean. I love you, Lainey. So first of all, first things first, what I want to talk about. So my last live video, I felt really horrible because I realized after I got off the video, so many of y'all were so nice to like do the, I don't know what it's called, maybe super chat or something where you give me money through the video. And I didn't call any of y'all out and say thank you individually on that video. And I feel terrible for that because I want you all to know how much that means to me. Like, I don't ever take that for granted. That the donations you all send me and the help you've given me, you are the reason I get to stay in nice places. I mean, seriously, there's no way I could be doing what I'm doing and going into towns and taking the time without the help y'all have given me. And that, I would never ask anyone to donate money. I mean, please, if you don't have it, don't ever feel obligated. Honestly, just leaving comments on my social media, on my YouTube videos, honestly, that's just wonderful. And I'm just watching the videos helps me out a lot. But I do want to give a shout out to all those who donated on the last video because that was just so incredibly kind of y'all. So I'm just going to name the people who, what I had to do, because unfortunately YouTube will not let me go onto my app and see the live chat comments at all. You have to go to a laptop. And so I had to get my sweet husband, Jerry, to go back for me. And we went through it, and I hope I got everyone here, but if I did miss someone, I do apologize. I sincerely apologize. I just didn't see it when I went back through it. But thank you so much to Barbara and Craig with Texas Hikeaholics. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hips Hiking and Adventure. Thank you. Buddy Barlow. I hope I'm saying these names right. K.J. Williams. Julia Dornbrack. Diana Hayden, Sharon Hunter, Sheldon Wickle, Walk Tall, Donald Early, and Josh Bolin. Thank you so much. That was just so incredibly kind and generous of you all. And to all of you who have sent me money through PayPal, thank you so much. And I promise you that when this is all over, I have something special for all of you all. The difficulty is going to be I'm going to need to get mailing addresses from you all. And if you have PayPal me, then I can reach out to you by PayPal. The difficulty will be is some of you all who have reached out through the YouTube, through this like live thing. I don't have your contact information. So if you would like to receive a little special something, it's nothing huge or anything, but hopefully you'll appreciate it when this is all over, when I'm done with my hike. If you want to email me your mailing address, then like I said, I have something special for all of you who have sent me money through PayPal or through the YouTube, because that's it's helped me out so much, and I just cannot tell you how much that means to me. So there's that. And I know a bunch of y'all are talking. I want to go back. I want to see who else on here. This thing goes so fast. I wish there was a better way to do this on the phone. You guys talk to each other. I think my husband Jerry is on here. Okay, let me see. Let's get a little further down. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Okay, so I'm trying to go through all the comments. I just don't want to miss anything particular and if I don't give you a shout out, please understand it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just, this is kind of hard to keep up with. So let's see here. We do have a question, so let me go ahead and answer this one. Kimberly Penny, tell us about your shoes. Have you changed them out? Oh my gosh, let me tell you about my shoes. Oh man, I wish I had them handy. They're they're out of the way. Oh man, guys, my shoes, man, those Sauconys. I don't know if this is for everybody else, but man, those shoes are some beast. I am still wearing them. I started wearing a new pair in Maryland. They made it through Maryland rocks, all the Pennsylvania rocks, all of the New Jersey rocks, all of the New York rocks, and they're still going strong. I mean, they still have plenty of grip on the foot. They're awesome. They're just awesome. So, yeah, man, Sauconys, holy smoke. I mean, you want to talk about a tough shoe. They're about as tough as me. No, okay, I've got a kitty there. Maybe not. Maybe not kidding, but you know. So let's see here. So I'm sorry. My email is hikingwithbraids@gmail.com. So please, yes, email. If you send me money, please email me. Like I said, I have a special gift that I want to give you all, because I mean, and not that I wouldn't want to give something to everyone, but you know, it's just something extra special, you know, for you all doing something extra special. So let's see. Well, I have a lot of things I kind of wanted to talk about. Kind of want to give you all an update. And then, so here's the funny thing. My videos are about a week behind. And a lot of times when I video, so understand that when I video on the trail, I don't put a lot of thought into it. There isn't any what am I going to video right now? What am I going to talk about? I literally am hiking and just pull the video out and like blah, 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 blah. So later on, you know, I sort of quickly edit. Well, quickly as in I don't sit and spend a whole lot of time overthinking my videos, which is unusual because I'm an overthinker, but I don't. So later on, when people start commenting on the videos, sometimes I'm like, wait, what? What did I do in that video? So the first thing I kind of just want to address is, I know a lot of y'all worry about me, and that's very sweet because it means y'all care, and so that means a lot to me. But I want y'all to know that honestly, I am doing good, no matter how it may seem in the moment in a video. I'm a very emotional person, meaning I feel my emotions in the moment. If I am happy, I'm happy. If I'm angry, I'm angry. If I'm frustrated, I'm frustrated. If I'm sad, I'm sad. It's just, I feel it in the moment. And I try to always showcase that in my videos because I want to remember my hike exactly the way I felt. And I think sometimes y'all worry that I'm like not doing good or I'm going to like get off the trail. But I can promise you 100% I'm not getting off trail. I don't care how hard this hike is. I don't care how beastly it is. I don't care how hard it is. I'm not getting off the trail. So y'all don't have to worry about that. I may cry a lot, but I don't think I cry a lot, but you know, when it's hard, it's hard, and it's been hard. I'm just going to tell you. And I know I've said that from the beginning because it's hard. I mean, this is tougher. This is the most physically and mentally toughest thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm not even halfway through yet. So anyway, I just want y'all to know, I think because sometimes I allow myself to be pretty vulnerable on my videos, that maybe that comes across as I'm weak, but I'm not. I'm actually a very tough person. I've done a lot of things in my life. My husband can attest to this. He knows a lot about me. And I've already had to face a lot of mental hurdles in my life. So this is just another one of those, like, for me, it's a challenge. You know, that's really ultimately this hike is kind of a challenge to my character and who I am. So just know that. Just always know that when you watch my videos, think of them more as entertainment than, you know, worrying about me or anything like that. And also, I do want to address comments on the videos. Now, I get great comments on Facebook and Instagram. I rarely get anything, you know, that's nothing but encouraging. But a lot of times on the YouTube comments, they can get a little vicious sometimes. And obviously, I don't think it's even probably anybody who's watching right now, but you know how it is. You get YouTube trolls. You get people who, for whatever reason, you know, they do that. And I think I get more on mine too because I'm a woman, and I'm not trying to be sexist. But I think allowing myself to be vulnerable, and I'm a woman, and maybe I do look younger or act younger than I actually am. I think I'm taken as I'm not capable. So people comment, like, you know, they kind of attack that. But I'm actually a very smart person, and I'm not trying to brag on myself, but I am. And I'm also somebody so I have like an engineering mentality, which, you know, explains why my daughter is going to be an engineer, because, you know, she's my daughter. So, but I mean, I'm the kind of person that I love to problem solve. I mean, I really thrive on problem solving, on finding a solution to something, and I can always do it, always. My motto is, where there's a will, there's a way. And you can ask my husband. Always. I've always done that. And I do always find a way to get things done. So sometimes I really don't get too many mean comments. I've gotten a few. Those I usually have been trying to delete. But honestly, even at this point, I don't care. I mean, I've always felt like I've been pretty tough, but I can be kind of sensitive. I was kind of sensitive to the comments in the early on because it was new to me. I was just like, wait, what is all this? But I've sort of gotten to the point where I don't care, because I know who I am and I know what I'm capable of. So I just don't really care anymore what people say. But I do have a tendency to be a little bit competitive. I am, but I'm not. It's hard to explain, but I find myself comparing myself to other people because of that competitiveness. So when you hear me talk about being slow in videos or not doing very many miles, it's because I see other hikers doing other things. But keep in mind, most of the hikers that I'm around at this point are like 18 to 22 years old. And most of them are men, a few women, a few girls, but they're almost all young. So they're literally young enough to be my child. So of course they're gonna not only most likely be fitter or faster or whatever, but I mean, when you're young like that, you'll do all kinds of crazy stuff without really thinking a whole lot about whether it's safe or not. So point being, what is my point? I do ramble on sometimes. So sometimes when I'm talking in the videos, I'm not necessarily trying to put myself down. Sometimes it is really a mental, like, try to push myself a little. But also, just so you'll know, and I know I've mentioned this, I think, already, but this past week, like the videos you've seen so far with New York, and it is flipping hot. I mean, I'm telling you, it is unsafe temperatures. Like, it is heat index of 103, 100% humidity. I have a huge back rash, huge heat rash. And I mean, and it's just now starting to get better because I'm in air conditioning. So between that, I also got poison ivy. I've got this combination of stuff going on, and I don't even know what all is what. I got stung by a hornet the other day. So I'm taking a couple days, you know, just to kind of let my body rest a little, rest from nature. Anyway, my point, getting back to the point about comments. So when I get on YouTube, I try to get on, maybe not every day, but every night, but I do try to get on and read y'all's comments. I know I don't always mostly comment, and I don't always like it just because in the moment I would be on my phone all the time, and I don't want to do that. But I do read all of them, and I love it when you all encourage me, and I love it when y'all are like so supportive, because it just helps me. It really motivates me. But because I'm such a problem solver, sometimes when y'all are giving me a lot of advice, and I know that you all mean it with love, I know, but sometimes it gets frustrating for me because, I mean, I know how to pack a pack. I know how to adjust a pack. I know a lot of these things. I know, like, you'll sometimes, you know, people will say, are you not using bug spray because of the bugs? Well, of course I use bug spray. You talk about my mileage, and well, if you don't do this mileage, you're not going to get here by this time. Well, I know all of this. I actually went to college. So I know math, and I know these things. So it gets a little frustrating sometimes because you're already mentally struggling on the trail anyway. So, for instance, and the reason why I kind of bring this up, because I did comment to a couple people who had left a comment, and in the moment, I got very defensive because I got on there and it was just like, you know, just encourage me. Don't tell me not to drink Diet Cokes. I mean, I'm sorry. That is my vice. I'm drinking Diet Cokes, and that is not why I feel bad on the trail. I can 100% promise you that. Let alone the fact I really don't drink them that much. It seems like it because it's on a video, but I'm telling you, I don't drink it. I'm drinking water all day long. Water gets really old quick. Trust me. Anyway, but I did kind of leave some snarky comments on a couple of people's comment. And one particular person, I apologized because I do feel really bad because I don't think he meant it ugly. I mean, he replied and he was very kind about it. And so I felt really bad because I would never want to, I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm not that kind of a person. But I'm also the kind of person where I'm not going to be bullied either. So if somebody's bullying me, I'm going to fight back. So in the moment, it was just like I read it, and then I was like, because I'm a lion too, guys. I might seem meek in my videos sometimes, but I'm a lion. And so anyway, I just kind of want to address those things because obviously you're going to see more videos coming out, probably some more crying. Also, you'll see me. So when I'm talking, when I'm thinking through my thoughts, sometimes I do it out loud and I video it. So it comes across as I'm a very indecisive person. Well, I am very indecisive. I am. I've always been. But I actually don't think that's a bad trait because it means that you're open. You're open to other ideas and suggestions. And I can tell you right now that the key to success, the key to survival of the fittest, or the survival isn't those who are the fittest, those are who are the smartest. It is those who are most adaptable to change. Bottom line, you want to survive in this world, you have to be able to adapt. And so I feel like being indecisive allows me to see other possibilities. And a lot of times I'm not really indecisive. It's more just I'm speaking out loud, I'm thinking out loud, and I've already in the back of my head kind of know what I'm going to do. I just don't actually always convey that in the video. So yeah, so I just kind of wanted to address those things with you guys, just so that as we move forward with videos, hopefully this gives you a little bit better understanding about me. I get that you all only know me through the videos, so you only know what you know. I get that. And I hope these live videos help. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping up with y'all's comments right now. because I'm running my mouth. Let's see, Ginger. I never see ugly comments. Do you erase them? Sometimes I do. Sometimes, okay, so here's a funny thing too. I'm going to tell y'all about YouTube, and I don't know why it does it. You may comment, and it'll even show me a notification, but the comment's gone. It's like it like YouTube deletes them. I don't know what's that about. I don't know. Paul Hall has asked, how has the crazy hot summer affected you and your miles? Yeah, I mean, it's dropped drastically. And I got to thinking about this because a lot of people have mentioned, well, why don't you wake up early and then hike into the night or something like that? Well, first of all, I wake up at 5 a.m. I literally wake up as soon as the birds start chirping. Like, that's my alarm clock. And I go to bed as soon as it's dark. So I'm already hiking like 10 to 12 hours a day. Honestly, I don't want to hike any more hours than that. That is a lot of hours to hike. So I'm just not, my pace is just not fast. It's 2 miles an hour. I mean, that is it. It don't matter. And I can tell you right now, that has nothing to do with the videoing because I have literally went miles without videoing. And guess what? 2 miles an hour. But here's the thing. I know when I was out for the first time before I got off for the 2 months, when it was cold, I was doing 2.5 miles an hour. I know I was. I could, because at that point, that was in March, February, March. I would say March because February I didn't have trail legs. I literally was getting to camp by like 6, and I was doing 18-mile days. I mean, 16 to 18-mile days. And so, and there was a lot less daylight. So, I just think it's the heat. The heat, oh my God, my lungs hate the heat. And it has been unbearably hot. And not just heat hot, but like humidity. Like the humidity is 100%. It's so bad. And that is just terrible hiking weather. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. Someone asked me up here about my ULA pack. So I almost talked about it in one of my videos, and I have sworn to myself that I would not talk about that freaking pack anymore, or a pack at all, because I don't want to go back and watch my videos and hear about a pack for every video. But since you're asking, I'm just going to tell you really quick. I don't love my ULA pack. Sorry, guys. Funny thing is, I noticed the previous ULA pack, the one that was too small that I ordered, the low lifter straps were in a different spot. They did not sew it right. I'm telling you, it was not sewn right. They literally come behind my neck. And I have looked at every single hiker's pack, and nobody's low lifters comes behind their neck. They are all right here like this. There is no fixing this. I have made every single adjustment you can make to that pack. I have done everything to hips, shoulders, every strap. And I'm just telling you. And I'm telling you, I've had other backpacks. I mean, I've been backpacking for 6 years. I have never had a pack do that. Ever. Honestly, I really liked my Waymark gear pack. I don't know what happened, why it started getting all weird. I wish Waymark had been more responsive and acted like they cared, but I would love to get another pack, but to be honest with you, at this point, I'm over it, and I'm just dealing with it. I'm dealing with it. It's not causing me pain, not really. It does rub the neck area sometimes, which can be annoying, but honestly, at this point, it's just not even worth it. But I'm just going to tell you the honest truth. I told you I'll always be honest, and the honest truth is I don't love it. Other than the fact it says braids on my pack, and it's purple. Okay, let's see here. Oh, man. I want to read y'all's comments. Lauren, I hope I'm saying your name right. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. Some comments are sarcastic in nature, not really meant to be mean, I don't think. Well, I mean, if that's the case, I don't know what to say, because, you know, if somebody's gonna be sarcastic, they better just be ready for me to come back with something. I'm really gonna get away from that. I mean, I'm just gonna bite my tongue. I mean, I felt so bad for what I commented on. Oh gosh, I forgot his name. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? Charlie? Was it Charlie? No. Oh gosh, I'm sorry I forgot your name. That's terrible. I know, terrible that I forgot. But just know I'm a really nice person. Okay, I'm a nice person sometimes. You can ask my husband. Sometimes I'm not a nice person. Okay, let me see here. Oh, all of your all sweet comments. Darn it, you know, I just really wish I could see this on my phone when I'm done, so I could go back and read them. Like, really? Oh, planner, that's cute. Chuck Norris thought he was tough. Then came braids. uh, oh, man, that's funny. Gut Hook is an app. Anybody can use it, but it's really popular for thru hikers, and they use it. We use it to see where we're at on the trail. It has the whole thing in the trail. It shows you where water sources are, where towns are, where shelters are, special sites. It's, you know, it's very handy, very handy. Sun moves may make this a career. No. Through hiking, probably not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I will still hike, and I still want to travel. I want to see different places, but I like to do it with my husband. I mean, I didn't get married. We're only on our third year of marriage. I didn't get married to leave and be gone all the time. I actually would rather do stuff with him. So this, I will never say never, but at this point, this will be probably my only thru hike, guys. So I'm sorry. I know everybody goes and they do the PCT and then they do the CDT and then they're like, oh, but Triple Crowner or whatever. And I don't know. It's just a title. It just, you know, once you do something like this, you realize, dang, that was freaking hard. I don't have to do it 3 more times to feel really tough. And I'm fine with that. I am. I will definitely do some hiking on the PCT, but hopefully with Jerry. So that's our plan, is when I'm done with this one, we'll plan some trips together. And you guys have just been so awesome. I mean, if you all want me to continue the video, I had my channel before the thru hike. I was starting to kind of get to where I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to keep videoing after. But if you all really want me to keep videoing, then I'll video those trips. I'll video all that, and I'll continue videoing about hiking and things like that and whatever y'all want. So, so I won't quit. But, yeah. So, but I can tell you right now that there will be another thru hike in my future anytime soon. I have my daughter graduating like next year, and I'll probably getting married soon after that. So no, I'm kind of ready to be back in comfort. Although here's the funny part. I'm in this comfortable hotel and I'm comfortable, but I'm not comfortable because it's thru hiking. And of course I'm covered in poison ivy and heat rashes and I'm itching to death and I'm hurting and I'm taking steroid. So it's making me feel really weird. So I'm like, I can't get comfortable no matter what. So I give up. I give up trying to be comfortable. So anyway, I have another big announcement, but I'm saving it. We got 30 minutes. So let's answer some questions first. I'm going to keep y'all on here as long as possible because it's a good one. You want to stick around. I'm just telling you. Okay, I'm so glad y'all. That makes me see. This is why. So understand, even if you don't send me money through PayPal, and I would never ask y'all to do that. I won't. I will not. I've even had people comment, and I'm just like on Facebook, and honestly, I don't even like to respond to be like, yeah, here's my PayPal, because I cringe at that, because I would never ask somebody. If people ask, it doesn't bother. I mean, I would never judge someone for asking for money. I mean, like, because here at the end of the day, people don't have to give it, you know. But either way, but I want y'all to know, you don't have to send me money to be helping me out. When you watch my videos and you comment, so they are monetized, and you're helping me. And trust me, it helps. I mean, between my videos and then you're all helping me, I mean, this is helping my hike so much. I mean, like I said, I would not get to go into towns probably the way I do. And the truth is if I could go into towns the way I do, I don't know if I would keep doing this hike. I mean, and it's not because I'm not tough enough to do it. It's because there is no point to be out here to just hike a trail as fast as you can. Don't look at anything. Just hike it every day. And then go, ooh, I did this hike and I did it in like 3 months or 4 months. And guess what? I'm done. Bragging rights? No. That's not me. I came out here for the experience. I came out here to grow as a person, and you're not going to do that if you're just like trying to hurt. At least, okay, I wouldn't grow as a person if that's all I did. I would, if I were to just go out every day and be like 20 miles, 20 miles, 20 miles, push, 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 hike at night. I don't hike at night. You know why? Because I wouldn't see anything. So what's the point? Other than I got miles in, okay. But I missed that entire section because all I saw was darkness. I've hiked at night before. I mean, yeah, you see a few things. I saw some frogs, a spider, whatever. No. That's me personally. I'm judging no one else's hike because that's the thing you will find with a through hike. Everyone does it different. And that's the thing, when the whole little motto, hike your own hike, it is so true. You know why? Because there's 1,000 different ways to do a hike. There's 1,000 different ways to wear clothing, have packs, the gear you carry, the mileage you do, the way you hike, so many ways. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. I'm trying not to be silent, but what states are you visiting the first time? Okay, Brad Williams asked, what states are you visiting the first time on this through hike? Basically everything from Pennsylvania forward. I have never been to those states before, so as you notice, that's where I've slowed down because of course I'm going to do every little thing. I wanted to go into New York City, and actually where I'm at now, I could take the metro and get there. I'm just a little bit concerned because there's so many people in New York City right now. And I mean, I have a mask, but I mean, I don't think I would get anything, but that would really suck to get something and then I'm off trail because of it. So I'm not going to go. And besides, Jerry's never been to New York City. So we've decided we're going to do that together. We're going to go, go to New York City together. But of course I'm going to go to a drive-in theater because I'm not driving all the way to New York City to go to a drive-in theater with Jerry. We're not going to do that. So, yeah. How do you like being up north? Paul McGrail asked, how do you like being up north? Visual possibilities, is this live? Yes, this is live. Paul, how do you like being up north? So I'm not surprised that New York is hot because people already said it was going to be hot. So I'm not actually shocked by that. But I did think it was going to be cooler, but it's not. But so New York, so the trails so far are very similar, to be honest with you. I don't want to burst anybody's bubble about the AT, but so far it's pretty similar, as far as haven't seen a lot of differences in vegetation, things like that. But man, the people in New York are super nice. And I'm not talking about just people like trail angels. I mean, the people in New York are freaking nice. And I shouldn't say I'm surprised by that because it makes it sound like I had a negative thought about New Yorkers and I didn't. But you see things on TV and you see stuff and you get this impression. And I mean, being up here is no different than being in the South. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, people are so nice. So nice. So, yeah. I mean, I'm loving it. Honestly, I am loving it. Margaret, yes, I did start in Georgia, but I did skip Virginia. And yes, Virginia is where I will finish. Maine is not my finish. Virginia is my finish. Grayson, Highlands is my finish. I will be getting my picture made with the ponies, and that's where I will finish. And Jerry, hi, footpath junkies. Where's Jerry going to join you? Harper's Ferry. Harper's Ferry will be the next, place. Big Reb, where is Sherfin and Two Wheels? I think they are probably, they've got to be at least to Massachusetts because the last I saw they were in Connecticut. So, Ginger, I don't know. Is this supposed to be one of these sarcastic comments? Your pack would be lighter if you ditched your tent and just stayed in hotels. Makes sense to me. You're welcome to. You want to donate to my staying in hotels every night? I don't want to stay in hotels every night, guys. I mean, I do actually enjoy sleeping in my tent. I do enjoy being in the woods, but you have to understand something. I have been at a disadvantage with this hike from the get-go because, first and foremost, when I started, it was freaking cold as crap. And so then you're freezing to death. And then I got back off the trail and it's freaking, it's like, it's unbearable hot. So the problem is I'm not getting any kind of normal weather. You know what I mean? Like to the point of where you can enjoy the trail. So imagine being in the most beautiful place in the world and you're in an oven. And so you have to sit there and go, oh, it's so beautiful. I love everything. I'm so happy to be out here. I'm so grateful, but I'm dying in this oven. All you're going to think about is the oven. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm really looking forward to fall because I think I really enjoy it. Okay, I make jokes. This is how I joke, but I do enjoy this hike, guys. I really am. But I'm not going to be that person. I'm not that person. My personality isn't someone who's like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I just love this hike so much. I'm just not that person, like, to talk like that in video. So that's why you don't hear it as much, I guess. And you do hear it in other people's videos. I don't know what to tell you. That's just their way to be, and there's nothing I can do. So I can't do about that. James Bailey, biggest regret so far. That I had to get off trail. I think it would have been different. You probably would have, I don't know if you would have heard less of me saying stuff because it still would have been hard, but I think the weather would have tapered off. It would have been cooler there for a little bit. It would have been nicer, I think. I don't know. I mean, but probably that. It's so funny to me how many of you all comment about Poppins. Because I didn't hike with her very long, and we never hiked together, like ever. We never hiked together. We shared some hotel rooms a few times, and we did hike around each other, and we did plan our hikes. Well, sorta, for like maybe a week or so. We kind of planned our hikes, but y'all just really loved her. I think y'all loved her personality. I mean, she just had a really good personality. And I didn't, and I was going to try to reach out to her to see if she wanted to hike while I was here, and then to be honest with you, it's just so much like stuff going on, and I feel terrible because I really did kind of want to reach out and be like, hey, you want to go hike? And I keep thinking, well, maybe I could reach out to her and see if she wants to finish my hike, but I don't know if she's working or not. I don't know. So I probably should just reach out, but I haven't. But and then somebody asked, what about Lucky? Yeah, he moved on. So that's the problem, is I don't have a tramline. Part of it's the fact that there's not a lot of people out. There are bubbles, but a lot of people already kind of have their little tramline. A lot of the people out here are much younger than me. And then a lot of it is, I guess, the way I hike. Maybe people don't all hike exactly. It's hard to coordinate, when you're going to get off trail. I mean, you have to kind of be in sync about that. And I've never been in sync with anyone very long, maybe for like a week or so. And then, even with like Dusty and Two Wheels and Surefoot, I mean, it was more me kind of doing what they were doing. And then it was like, hey, I got to take a zero, I've got to take a zero here in this town to do the videos and stuff. And they were like, well, we don't want to take a zero. And it's very possible that if I wasn't uploading videos, I probably wouldn't take zeros as often. I might still take zeros, but I don't think I would take zeros as often. But then again, I do like zeros, so I don't know. I mean, who knows? I might do that. It's hard to say. Okay, I lost everybody's comments. I'm not answering that one. Whatever. Mary Rose, are you using a selfie stick? I have one. No, I don't have a selfie stick. I have a tripod selfie stick / but no, I just hold it in my hand. I don't do that. You know what? I'm not even going to answer those goofy questions. Roberta, yes, I have used essential oils, and no, they do not help you solve your problems. I'm sorry to tell you. No, they don't stop bug bites. No, they just, not really. I want you to understand something. I have bug spray. Okay, y'all think I don't carry bug spray? Come on. I mean, I've been backpacking for 6 years. I do know a little bit about backpacking. So I've got this stuff. Mark and Gail actually got me some of this. I used it up. I got more. But I'm going to tell you what, it only works a little bit. Them bugs are immune to everything. Of course they are. They've been out there for how long? They already know what's out there. I can tell you right now, DEET don't work worth a crap. at all. D don't do anything. This works better because it does have peppermint oil, lemongrass oil. It has all those essential oils. So it definitely works better than like DEET or something. Plus, I'm not using DEET because there's been a couple hikers that were using DEET and they melted their clothing. Okay, so you guys are asking about PayPal stuff. So it is, if you want to know, it is in the description in the video, and you can find the link because I can't remember. It's like paypal.me/hikingwithbraids. I can't remember exact URL, but it's in the description if you do want to send anything. Yes, I'm excited for the hard parts, mainly so people will just stop going, wait till you get to the lights, wait till you get to Maine, like Pennsylvania, New York, you know, guys, it's all hard and it's all relative. You know, I'm not there. When I'm there, it'll be hard. And when you're here, it's hard. The whole trail is hard, guys. If you have any delusions to think that the trail is easy at any point, it is not. There's no point in the trail it has been easy. Even the 14-mile stretch that was completely flat, guess what? It happened to be the day when it was freaking sunny, so sunny and hot, and there was no water. And I had water, but it was still just, I'm like trying to guzzle my water. I'm just telling you, the trail's hard. Just know that. You're going out there, it's hard. Dan, do any of the real dangerous rock climbs have alternate routes? I mean, obviously I don't know about up north, but yes, there were several alternate routes if you wanted to take them, but I never did because I wanted to be able to say to everyone that I have hiked every inch of this trail, and I have. Every inch of this trail so far I have hiked that I've been on. Of course, except Virginia, because I haven't done Virginia. Okay. So I'm scrolling back up because I feel like, oh, thank you, Lauren, for the PayPal. You're so awesome. Oh, geez, some of y'all are hilarious. I'm not answering your silly questions, but they are funny, and I'm laughing inside. Okay. So I feel like I missed some people's. All right. Is the AT urbanized more than down south? Crystal. Oh, what, is that even a real comment? Is the AT urbanized more than down south? I don't know what that means. Julie, have you had any problems getting fuel canisters? I hadn't, but I have noticed lately that it's harder to find places that have them. But I sent my stove home and I'm cold soaking now, so it doesn't matter. All right, let me see. Did I miss any other question that would be good to answer? Because I feel bad. You'd be like, you didn't answer my question. So many comments. Buffy, get you some calmaceptine for your heat rash. It's over the counter, but you have to ask the pharmacy. I'm interested in knowing what that is. I feel like I might have seen that at CVS. So I bought some calamine plus spray, and I've used it, and it's not helping. I'm just going to tell you. But, okay. I love you too, Jerry. I just saw that comment. It just stinks that the way the YouTube does these where, you know, it's so hard to see comments and they go by so fast so you miss everything. And I'm sitting here like scrolling for like an hour. Charlie and Brandy, when you camel up, how much water do you actually drink? I try to drink a liter. It's hard because you do get like it's hard. But I will tell you, there was one day, this is how hot it's been. I drank 6 liters of water And I only peed twice. I mean, because it was, that's what I'm telling you. It's so bad out there. 6 liters. And yeah. Kim, what was your job that you left to through hike? I was a web designer, web developer. That was the simplest answer. That's what I did. Website stuff. And John, no, Jerry is not going to meet me at Katahdin. It's not going to be my finish. So there's no reason really to. Kevlar, hello. Who were your inspirational hikers? I don't know. I guess what do you mean, like YouTube? I guess like YouTube. I don't know. Probably one of my more favorite ones I've watched recently on the PCT, it was a Whimsical Woman. I really liked her. And I liked Julia Sheehan. She did the trail last year. I really like her. Documentary video was amazing. Holy crap. But the crazy part is, like, you watch it and then you're just like, man, I want to go do a through hike. Oh, it makes it seem so epic. And then you do it and you're like, oh yeah, this is so hard. But she did have a really great documentary video. What happened to the new pack you had in Damascus? Wayne, I don't know. I didn't have it. It's been a while. I didn't have a new pack in Damascus. Pretty sure that was my old pack. But, can you slack pack? I slack packed already once. I think the video has already been out for that. Have you lost weight since you started? Yes. How long does it take you to leave camp in the morning? 2 hours. No, sometimes an hour and a half. I don't know. I have tried. I cannot get any faster. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. And yesterday, I did get going by 6:30. And I don't know why. I really try, like, get everything packed up, and I cannot get out. All right. Yes, do I treat my clothing? Yes, it has all been treated with permethrin. It doesn't matter. Bugs don't care, I'm telling you. When you're on the AT and you're out every single day, the bugs don't care. And they're all nuts. Craziest. I mean, they're crazy. Does it cool down at night? Yes. Cindy, yeah, to some degree it does. No, I do not carry bear spray. I know a few of y'all have asked this. No, I'm telling you guys, bear spray on black bears is just unnecessary. It just is. I mean, you have to understand is bear spray only works within 30 feet at max, like at the farthest. And you're going to have to be pretty quick about it, let alone the fact that most black bears, they're not aggressive. I mean, they're not, even if they charge you, it's a bluff charge. I mean, and like, I know you'll notice in some of my videos, I've been talking about the New York Bears, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be around the New York Bears, because there's been a lot of stories, comments going around GoHook about that the bears were like basically coming into tents, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I just didn't want to deal with bears that aren't afraid of people. But understand, most bears that have not been introduced to human food are afraid of people, and they will avoid, whether they're afraid or not afraid, they will avoid people. They don't want anything to do with people. Just like snakes don't want anything to do with people, animals in the woods want nothing to do with you, period. That's just how it is. But if they've had your food, then they're like, that's the thing that gives me food, and it was good. I wanted more of it. I'm going to go around. And apparently the New Jersey and New York, well, particularly the New York Bears, have apparently been eating a lot of human food. So that's why they go into tents. And I just didn't want to deal with that. So, but don't misunderstand that black bears are dangerous. Grizzly, totally different animal. Not talking about grizzlies. Yes, you want to carry bear spray with grizzly. But just understand, bear spray is like, it's just one of those things you got to be careful, because you can end up just spray yourself. Like, if there's wind, you can't even use it. Like in New Jersey, bear spray would have been useless because it was so windy. You couldn't have used it unless you were going like with the wind, so it didn't spray back in your face. But anyway, so I'm not a black bear expert, so don't hold me to everything I say. Just understand that I mean, I've seen a lot of black bears in the Smokies and things, and I'm just, I mean, even the ones in New Jersey, I saw bears. Even the one that, big old black bear, and he was on the trail, and I was screaming and yelling at him, he didn't care. But he didn't try to attack me. I mean, he just pretty much ignored me until I started playing AC/DC Thunderstruck, and then he was like, I'm out. He didn't like that. How's your tent been? I love my tent. Yeah, I love my tent. Juanita asks, what's cold soaking? It's basically, so I have this little jar. This is an ice cream jar with a screw top lid. So I can put ramen in here. Just put dry ramen, put some cold water in it. You screw the lid on. You let it sit for like 30 minutes, and then you eat it. And that's what's cold soaking. You just basically are heating your food. You're a lot more limited to what you can eat. But honestly, the entire time I've been out here, I've only cooked one meal, and I just don't really like doing it. So it's fine. Okay, so no, so Jocelyn. So just understand, brown bears play dead. It is not brown bears play dead, but that is actually funny. White bears be dead. That's probably true. You just keep on black bears can be brown. So just want to say that. But grizzly bears, yeah, grizzly bears you're supposed to play dead. But oh, Baby Yoda is good. He's right here. Yes, Baby Yoda, you do not hardly see him in video because he stays in my pocket because I do not want to lose him after almost losing my buff. I don't know. If I lost him now, I would probably just have to end my hike. So, no. Are you going to write a book? I don't have any idea. Yeah, I got to finish this hike first. Okay. I think I got most of the questions. Oh, have you lightened your pack, Big Rib? Yes, I sent home a bunch of stuff. I did. I sent home most of my clothing. Now I'm going to have to get it back here. So, just so you know. All right, so we don't have a whole lot of time left. And I want to tell y'all something. And then give you time to maybe ask a couple questions if you want. Okay, so y'all been very concerned about my mileage and me getting to Katahdin in time and all this stuff. And I talk about it a little bit in upcoming videos that are not out yet. But this has been pondering in my head for a little bit and was kind of already, honestly, when I was making lower mileages on the videos you've already seen so far. But I just hadn't talked about it because I wasn't really sure. I was going to see how far I could go, all that. But with this heat, it's just unbearable. It's unbearable. And if I wanted to do bigger miles right now, it's almost, I could probably seriously hurt myself. Like I could end with heat stroke. I mean, I've had days where I've had headaches. And like I said, I got this terrible heat rash that I wasn't able to heal because I was out every day. And I mean, you understand this, with this humidity, when you sweat, it can't evaporate because of the humidity. So you're constantly wet, and then your pack's rubbing your back. Oh, it's terrible. If y'all could see it. Ugh. And then, so, yeah, I've got to get away from this heat. And I know up north, it's not necessarily that it's not warm up there, but it's got to be a little bit better. I mean, hopefully. If it's not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. But, so my plan, what I'm going to do to make my hike even more confusing, I'm going to do another flip. And I am going to flip up to Maine. So, okay, I have a couple of thoughts in my head, just so y'all understand. Like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. And I've known this all along. So that was something you all probably didn't realize. But there's no one way to get to Katahdin. Yes, I wanted this hike to be all northbound. I wanted it to be Georgia to Maine. That's what I wanted. But you know what? One of the things I wanted this trail to do was build my character. I wanted it to help me grow as a person. Guess what? This is a way to help me grow because you know, it helps me to learn to adapt, to be okay with change, you know, to not be so stubborn, to you know, not always have my way. And it's very symbolic of this year. 2020 has taught us a lot, hasn't it? We're doing stuff we don't want to do. And our lives are changing in a lot of ways we don't even maybe want it to change. And all of us want to dig our heels in and be stubborn and say, oh gosh, nope, not going to do that. But guess what? Like I said before, those who survive are the ones who can adapt to change And that's just the reality. So guess what? I'm adapting. I'm adapting to the trail. I'm adapting to my environment. And you know what? I'm flipping again. So the plan is, and here's what I have to do. I'm looking at Amtrak to kind of see about getting on Amtrak. So I got to figure that out. And it's kind of tough to do from my phone. So I'm going to go to a computer tomorrow and try to look at it better. But the plan is just to go to Maine, Summit Katahdin, and then go southbound. So what it means is I'm going to get through New York. I'll be out of New York, so I get back on the trail Wednesday. As long as I'm doing good, I want to make sure this heat rash has gotten better. I mean, I don't want to be off the trail too long because I don't want to start losing my legs, but I've got to get that heat rash under control, man. It is bad. And so the plan would be is to finish New York, which I will be finished when I go back out on the trail. I've got one day left in New York, and I'll be in Connecticut. So I've got to go to Kent, Connecticut, no matter what, because my friend Carrie sent me a resupply package. And so I've got to get that. Either that or I'm going to have to call them and bump it up. Like I said, I've got multiple thoughts. So there's multiple ways to do this. But my thought originally was I was just going to go through Connecticut. Connecticut is literally 52 miles. It's a short state. I can be done with it in a week. Like probably less than a week, but a week. But if the weather is going to be crap, like it's been, where it's like high 90s, high humidity, I don't know if I want to do it another week. I just don't. So depending on weather, I'm either going to finish Connecticut and then I'm going to flip up to Maine and go south back to Massachusetts. So another reason to flip, Massachusetts right now, you cannot overnight. I hope and pray they're going to change that. But right now you can't overnight. So the only way for me to have hiked in Massachusetts legally would be to just day hike it, which means I'd have to find people in Massachusetts who would be willing to slack pack me. And so my hope is by flipping to Maine and going back down south, that gives me 3 states to go through before I get to Massachusetts. And hopefully by then that maybe they'll decide that, hey, tent camping is actually a very safe thing for people to do, because it actually is. And so Massachusetts will be, so yeah, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts. And then once I've finished Massachusetts, then I would go back to Harper's Ferry, and then finish Virginia. And the other option being that I just finish out New York and then flip up to Maine and go down. I've got to also make sure that if I do flip to Maine, that they're going to let me in. I don't want to have to 2-week quarantine. My understanding was through hikers didn't have to do the quarantine because technically we've already been quarantined for months and months. But I have to kind of confirm all that first, because if not, then I may have to just go to New Hampshire and then go up. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to go New Hampshire and then north, and then I don't want to do all that because that's a lot of shuttling and that's a lot of money. But I would prefer to, flip to Maine and go down. That would be an easier thing. So the advantages to this is hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler. So I won't be getting terrible heat rashes. Yeah, I know. People are saying it is hot there too, so I might be crap out of luck on this. But the nice thing is, if it is hot, like it is in New York, I don't think it could be any worse. Then the nice thing is I can hike slower, and it's fine. Because guess what? I will be done with Katahdin. I do not have to worry about what time it closes anymore. I can do whatever the heck I want to do with my pace. It might take me longer to finish this hike, but whatever, and then the nice thing for me is, because I am the kind of person who I have issues with anxiety. I have literally been like stressing over the whole, oh my gosh, I need to do this mileage and blah, 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 blah. So, I won't have to worry about that anymore. I won't have to worry anymore about what mileage I do or don't do. It won't matter. And actually I think that's going to motivate me to do, I'll actually be more enthusiastic about doing bigger miles, because it won't be you have to do it. It'll be, hey, I feel like doing it today, Because I don't really like getting to camp so early that I literally am sitting there bored. I mean, I don't really like doing that. I like to get there early enough to have time to get things set up and relax for a few minutes. But I don't want to be there so early that I'm just like, okay, well, I could have been hiking. Unless there's something to see that I wanted to see or whatever. But anyway, so that was my kind of big announcement, is that I'm flipping. Obviously, you're not going to see that in the video for a little bit because, you know, I've got other videos already scheduled out. But like I said, it takes a lot of stress off of me. Y'all don't have to worry anymore that whether I'm going to make it to Katahdin or not, because I will make it to Katahdin. And no, it wasn't my ideal situation and the way I wanted to hike this. I wanted Katahdin to kind of be, you know, like, my finale. I'll still do the whole woohoo, you know, because it'll still be an accomplishment, you know, of course it will be. But I'll get that out of the way. I'll get Mahusik Notch out of the way. I'll get the whites out of the way. And guess what? The rest of it surely can't be any worse, right? Since everybody says those are the worst places. So once I have that out of the way, y'all can be like, man, she's got this. Maybe y'all will actually be like, yeah, she can do it. Okay, I'm being sarcastic. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. But yeah, you ask my husband. I'm stubborn when it comes to, there was no way I was quitting this trail. I mean, I don't care how bad I'm suffering. I'm not quitting. I actually have this thing where when I start something, I have to finish it. I mean, y'all had to know this because I got off trail for 2 months, and to get off for 2 months and then be willing to go back out there, and you knew how much hard I thought it was the first month I was out. So to go back out after that, you know, you had to know what I was capable of. I like to think people did. But anyway, so, you know, Grayson Highlands will be my finale with the, and actually it's like halfway through Grayson Highlands because I've already done halfway. So I did like the the southern side of the Grayson Highlands, so I'll be doing the northern side. Yeah, so anyway, so somebody asked where I will be starting in Maine. I mean, at Katahdin. I mean, or, well, obviously you can't start at Katahdin. You have to start like, it's like a campground area or something, and then you have to go. But like I said, I have to figure out the logistics because obviously, a lot of this will depend on what I can do as far as getting there, what I can do as far as, you know, all of that. I just kind of get that. I have to get all of that situated. And if the weather is good, I got to look at the weather. If the weather is going to be decent, I mean, what I mean is like if it's in the 80s and the humidity isn't 100% and it's like 40% or 50%, then I might go ahead and just knock Connecticut out. Because then, like I said, then that leaves me 4 states. Not counting Virginia, obviously. Because for me, Virginia is sort of like a finale state. Because when I get to Harper's Ferry, Jerry's coming out. We're going to spend a few days together and going to Washington, D.C., all that. And then he's going to be coming out like every other weekend to hike with me. Hopefully, maybe some of my friends will come out too, since it's not too far. So I actually think Virginia is going to be a pretty awesome state for me. It'll be in the fall. I mean, I love fall hiking. I love it. In Virginia in the fall, oh my God, it's beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to Virginia. I mean, let alone the fact I'll be like, yeah, I've only got 500 miles left. Instead of like, you know, whatever I have now. So, yeah, anyway, so Jerry for president, I love it. Oh, my husband, his sweet comments. Oh, I love you. Let's see. When should you be in Grayson Highlands? I mean, I don't know. I want to say my hope and goal is that I can be done with this hike by early November. That's what I would like to have. I like to be done before Thanksgiving. But if I'm not, if for some reason I can't, I'll get off trail, go home for Thanksgiving, and then I'll go finish it. I mean, Virginia is literally like 2 hours away from my home, so it's like no big deal. So like I said, I mean, there's so much relief from flipping. I mean, just it actually makes me feel a lot better about this. Honestly, I don't have to worry about being up north in snow, and that kind of makes me happy. I mean, it's one thing to hike in snow down south. It's a whole nother thing up north. I don't even know if I don't know how to deal with that. So walk tall. If you come from New York, B or Connecticut, you don't have to quarantine on Maine. Check the Maine. Okay, awesome. Well, that's good to know that. Well, that's where I'll be coming from, one or the other. It says it's, yeah, it may not. I mean, we have some crazy weather going on right now. Wayne, have you tried powder for your heat rash? You know, I might get some powder. I guess does that help dry it up? So maybe that's what I need it for. And yeah, heat stroke is a real risk. Yes, you're absolutely right. And yeah, I'm not pushing myself with that crap. That ain't happening. I just want to see. Oh, I love all y'all's comments. I love all y'all be on here. I want to read all this, and it's like I can't because it's stupid YouTube and their stupid way they do their comments. Well, Brad Williams, you should make a list of top 10 AT rock songs. Yeah, New England bugs are hardy and they don't give up and are ruthless. Elizabeth, I think all the AT bugs are like that. My gosh, I've never seen bugs and their craziness. You'll need that bug net. Oh yeah, I've been using that bug net constantly. Yeah. Hi Mom. My mom is on here. Oh hi, thank you. Aw. Well, Lauren, what foods do you crave when you're out on the trail? What foods do I crave? Like trail food or like for town food? Trail. What do you know? Honestly, probably the one thing I crave a lot, like for when I get in town, yeah, vegetables. That's been kind of, yeah. I've been one. I actually had like a Mediterranean wrap yesterday, and it was like a bunch of vegetables. Paul, do you have a mask to wear in town? Yes. Where's my mask? It's over there. Yeah, it's got Baby Yoda on it. It's in my videos. Yes, I always wear my mask because that's what you're supposed to do. And I don't want anyone to say that thru hikers don't do what they're supposed to do and that they shouldn't be out here. I am doing all the things I'm supposed to do, and every other thru hiker I've seen is doing the same thing. So we're being very safe. Almost nobody stays in shelters, or at least the people I've been around haven't. I don't stay in shelters at all. I do not use the privies. I don't like the privies, actually. So, anyway. Yes, just so y'all know, I've done everything legally and everything the way, so, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to probably try to wrap this up because there's a taco place across the street. Tacos and cones. I can get me some tacos and some ice cream, and I have to get there before they close. But I want to try to answer some of these questions real quick. Kenneth, are you finishing at Massey Gap? Yeah, I guess, well, yeah, because that's where I start. So me and my husband started at Massey and southbounded to Damascus. So yeah, I guess technically I'll be finishing at Massey Gap. Yep, that's where I'll be finishing. Yep. All right, I think I've hopefully answered everybody's questions. It is so awesome to have all of you guys on here and all of your support. And like I said, again, I do apologize if I've commented on something you posted and said something that sounded mean or ugly or hateful. Yeah, it's mentally tough out here, guys. It's mentally tough. And I think even more so if you're somebody who has a family, if you have a significant other, if you have people, you miss, then being out on the trail, you miss home. And I think that just makes it a lot harder. So, and I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I love nature and I love that does not change, but that is something I can tell you if you're out there. I mean, because you're at home all the time, your nature is something different and new. But when you're out in nature every day, then home or like town is something different and new. And that's what you look forward to because, especially right now, because nature is mean. And nature is like, those bugs are crazy. I mean, you cannot sit down to take a break, excuse me, and the ants, they're crazy. I'm going to talk about them in my videos coming up. I think it's kind of funny, but I'm going to show you them crazy ants. They're crazy. Dustin, we will need bleachers set up at Grayson Highlands for all your fans. You know, that would be so awesome to have you guys come out and cheer me. That would be amazing, because obviously I'm not finishing at Katahdin, and yeah, that would be amazing. I will definitely try to keep you guys up to date on, you know, with like a week or two out of when I think I'll be done. I'll do some more live videos between now and then. I feel like this is an easier way for me to connect with you guys, since I know I do not comment a lot, and I don't always like, and I don't want anyone to ever think I'm like snobby or like, oh, she doesn't have time to comment, because I know some other people do. I mean, like on, you know, I see other people have social media pages like Facebook and Instagram, and they comment, and I'm just like, how do they have time to do that? Like, if I did that, I would literally be on my phone constantly, and I just don't want to be on my phone constantly. So just know, I absolutely read everyone's comments. If I don't like it, it's not because I don't love it. I love it. I just trying to not be on my phone 24 hours. That's kind of why I came out in the woods. So, yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. Good night. And thank you for being here again. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all of your support. Honestly, I could not do what I'm doing the way I'm doing it without you guys. It means so much to me. So thank you. And hi, Angela. I just want to say hi to my friend. I didn't get to say hi to her last time. And hi to all of my friends on here and all of you guys. I'm sorry if I know I didn't call everybody out individually, but anyway, just know I'm reading through them, and it makes me very happy. So I will see you guys back on the trail very soon, and let's get this trail done. Now just know you got plenty of time with me. You got at least another 3 months, if not 4 months of videos coming. So anyway, see y'all very soon. Bye.